Black men get the white women that other white men genuinely do not want. You don't get the top of the line white women. You don't. You get leftovers. Look at most of our celebrities. They did not marry women who came from the richest white families. Black money and white money don't behave the same. New black money will jump on any poor white girl and make her a billionaire, Tiger Woods. Rich white woman, rich white money doesn't operate that way. No interracial relationship is acceptable because we have too many black women who are unmarried. Black women are the largest population on the planet Earth. If you can't find one in America, get it from Africa. If you can't get it from Africa, go to the Caribbean, go to Canada, go to Europe. Why would a black man need to copulate, build a family with anything other than a black woman when you have so many black women available? It is an exercise in self-hatred. There's no way to get around it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as per the title, guys, you can see in today's video we're going to be talking about the most treasonous, the most deceitful, the most degenerate group of male that has ever walked this planet Earth. So as you guys is viewing here on your screen, yes, this is indeed Omar Johnson. You guys also saw that I just incorporated him at the beginning of this video because, like I have told you guys in the past, yes, this male, at the end of the day, he is indeed a dusty male. These males can only be who they are, but we know for a fact that sometimes he will have some very good talking point. That's literally the only reason why I continue to utilize that as my intro, depending on the topic that I'm talking about, right? But at the end of the day, like I say, these males are all degenerate. These males are all despicable. These males all share the same deceitful mindset. But nonetheless, guys, this male decided that he were going to come out here and try to have black women lowering their standard even more than what it already is, if you guys can believe that. These males are very dangerous, black women. This is why I'm going to continue to come out here to caution y'all to go out here to explore your option, because regardless of black women being loyal at their own expense, literally it is detrimental at this point for black women to continuously be loyal to the group of males that literally despises them the most. But nonetheless, these males like Omar Johnson, they're consistently out here trying to sell black women this fallacy when it comes to the least producing males of society, because even though Omar for himself, he has came out here repeatedly, just like that clip you guys heard at the beginning of this video, this male will come out here in one breath, say the stuff that we know are indeed facts. We know that these stuff are statistic. And in the second breath, he will be talking about how you as a black woman, you're not loyal, you don't support these males, and this is why they're in the global position that they are. No, the reason why these males are in the global position that they are is because they're comfortable within that position. Black women, we're not the one that are supposed to go out here and build up these males like this despicable male are going to tell you guys momentarily. But nonetheless, guys, listen to what this male had to say in the entirety, and then we will come back with more.
A big difference between the snow bunny and the African queen is the snow bunny will find a black man in progress. She will find him on the job. She will find him on the university. And that snow bunny will see a black man with potential, and she will invest in him. She will help him level up. And then when the sister see him 5 years ago, 5 years later, he's a millionaire, and the sister say, look at that sellout. He went and got a white girl. But guess what? When he was looking for a sister to help him level up, to invest in him, none of them wanted it. You know why? Too many black women want a finished product. Black women have to, stay with me. Black women have to stop expecting men to be a finished product. It's harder on us. Help him level up. Stay with me. Help him level up and become what you need him to be. Because the big reason why these snow bunnies are running off with black men is they're meeting them when they have nothing, but they believe in their vision. And black women are waiting for him to cross the finish line. And by the time he crosses the finish line, the snow bunny done snatched him already.
Just so despicable. You guys just heard what this very disgusting male had to say. And yes, let's talk about it. This male, I think it is very important for us to point out here that these male, they're always comparing you as a black woman to other group of women, which I find absolutely no issue with. But the issue that I do have with this is that when us as black women try to compare these male to other group of male, we already know that they have a big issue with that, right? These male are consistently out here only comparing themselves to black women because unfortunately they get off on the fact that feeling that because you're a black woman and naturally by default because they're comfortable within the global subjugated position that they are, naturally us as black women, we're also subjugated by default, right? But nonetheless, even though these male like to compare you as a black woman to non-black woman, they despise this when us black women come out here and compare them to non-black male. Nonetheless, he spoke about the big difference between Snow Bunny and black woman. This male literally had the audacity to open up his filthy mouth to say the Snow Bunny will find a black male in progress, basically on a job at the university, and she will help him to level up. She will invest in him. The Snow Bunny will see the potential in him when black woman will basically just disregard that whole thing. I think these male, like I said, these male will continue to put these very dangerous rhetoric out here over and over. And unfortunately, we know at the end of the day, black woman, I'm not really sure why, but black woman will literally follow these male off of a cliff. I mean, we have heard black women say for themselves that a lot of them will prefer to be single instead of them going out here exploring their option, going to a better group of male. They prefer to be single, literally sit around, wait for this unicorn black male that is a good, that is a provider, that is a protector, that is a professor, that doesn't disrespect black women as a collective. There's a lot of black women that are still living in La La Land, and they truly feel like one day they're going to be lucky enough to find this unicorn black male. All I'm going to say, black woman, please don't hold your breath while you're waiting for this unicorn black male. But let's continue. This male say, when black woman see the same despicable male 5 years later, she will call him a sellout. So this male had the audacity to say, these same black women that weren't interested in these black male, because we already know that 1% of time that one of these male do decide that they want to go to the university, we know for a fact these male aren't checking for black woman, right? Because we already know these male, they're the number one group of male that are out here saying that you as a woman, your college degree doesn't necessarily mean anything. This is why when that 1% of them decide that they want to go to university, we already know these men literally idolize, they pedestalize, just like he say, these Snow Bunny, they're not checking for black woman. Like Omar said, oh, when these black women see these male 5 years later, now they're billionaire, that the first thing that the black woman is going to do, she's going to call him a sellout and say that he went and got a white woman. This man also had the audacity to say when he was looking for a black woman to level him up and invest in him, absolutely not, black woman. And quite frankly, guys, even though we know that these male are very deceitful, we know that what this male is saying isn't necessarily true. But if it was true, I do have to say I would prefer that to be the image that us as black women have rather than the factual one that we have. Because like I said, these male, they're committed to coming out here selling a lot of black women that are still living in the Lululand. But like I said, unfortunately, these male know that black women will follow them blindly. And this is precisely why they continue to come out here spreading these very deceitful rhetoric, right? This male say too many black women want a finished product when it comes to black male. And you guys notice when the lady that was interviewing him trying to interject, and the only thing that he said, stay with me, basically not wanting to hear her point of view, because we already know these male feel like you as a black woman, simply because you're a black woman, you have to agree with whatever they're saying, even if you know for a fact that they're just disgusting, they're just despicable, and they're just continuing to spew rhetoric. They want to somehow brainwash you. And because for this male to open up his mouth and to say that these non-black women, they will come out here, they will level these male out, they will invest in them, they see potential in them, We already know this is some BS. But like I said, these males know that unfortunately there's so much black women out here that continue to listen to them, that continue to believe them, regardless of literally everywhere we go, everywhere we look around, all the statistics prove literally the complete opposite of what he's talking about. This male had the audacity to say the snow bunny snatches black men up because they help build them up. Why black woman wanted him to be a finished product. Like I said, this is a complete fallacy. Black woman, this is why it is so important for you guys to go out here, never ever listen to anything that these males have to say, because like I said, these males, they want to continue to keep you as a black woman loyal to them. They want to continue to keep you in shackle. They want to continue to physically, mentally, financially, and spiritually abuse you, because unfortunately they have been able to get away with these stuff for way too long. This is why I feel like they continuously come out here and knowing damn well that the stuff that they be putting out here in the universe, you know for a fact that it's not true. But like I said, they know that black women are willing to follow them, are willing to listen to them, regardless of knowing better. Precisely because this male decided that he was going to take it there. He decided that he was going to talk about how these non-black women come out here and they see the potential in the least producing males of society. These women are willing to build with these males. These women are willing to invest with them. Let's just go down a list of black women that either were in very tumultuous, toxic relationship with these low-hanging fruit, as well as a lot of black women that decided that they were going to basically marry the help. So let's go down this list of these black women doing exactly what this male is accusing them of not doing. So up first, we have none other than Wendy Williams. Do I need to remind you guys what happened to Wendy Williams? Well, Wendy Williams decided she had this very successful talk show. What did she do? Decided that she was going to make her dusty husband that she had to give a job to. Wendy decided that she was going to make him her manager. What does this dust bucket did? He decided that he was going to not only cheat on her for a whole decade, he also decided that he was going to go out here and create a love child. Mind you, this man was employed by his wife, Wendy Williams. He was cheating on her, not only cheating on her, but he went and decided to impregnate his side chick. Actually, this man is funding his side chick lifestyle with the money that Wendy is giving him. Just so disrespectful, so despicable. Okay, secondly, we have none other than Mary J. Blige. And just like Wendy Williams, Mary J. Blige also decided that she was going to go and marry the help. Mary J. decided that she was also going to make this dust bucket here her manager. And what did we find out after finally they got divorced? Mary J. alleged that this male was very much verbally abusive to her. She spoke about how he was consistently out here criticizing her appearance, criticizing her whole lifestyle. This male went petitions, spousal support, because at the end of the day, like I said, this is the only reason why these males are even entertaining these black women in the first place. Unfortunately, these males know that literally they don't have to bring anything to a black woman. All they have to do, be male, have oxygen in their body, and literally that's sufficient for a black woman. So unfortunately, these males take advantage of that every single time. Up next, we have none other than Sherri Shepherd. What happened? Sherri Shepherd, she allowed this dusty male to force her to go and have a child through a surrogacy, only so that once they did got divorced, this male could go and petition for child support. But this is precisely why I continue to tell you guys, these males are the biggest group of gold diggers out here, regardless of them coming and telling you as a black woman that by you simply expecting them to have a job, they want to be calling you gold digger. Just the audacity of these low-hanging fruit. Up next, we have none other than Michelle and Dr. Dre. And yes, even though Michelle, she didn't really got married to this dust bucket, we already know she was another black woman that decided that she was going to stick around and she was going to invest, she was going to level up. And yes, even though they never got married, Michelle Lee too, she was this black woman doing precisely what this dust bucket Omar Johnson say that black woman don't do. What was Michelle Lee doing? Apart from her enduring all the mental, physical, financial abuse from this monster, we know that he was beating the brakes off of her. And at the end, naturally, what did he do? He never married a black woman. What did he do? He went and he got his Ling Ling, which after the Ling Ling decided to file for divorce from him, she was requesting $1 million monthly in spousal support. So up next, we have none other than Tori Hart and the dust bucket Kevin Hart. This was another black woman that decided that she was going to stick around. She was going to build with this dusty male, basically like this dusty Omar Johnson say, level him up, only for him, once he become Kevin Hart as we know him today, you guys already know, he left the black woman that decided that she was going to stick around and build him up. He left her for one of his preference. This is exactly why, black woman, I would never encourage you guys to come out here and build out with these dusty, because every single time we see they will have the black woman being the mule for them. Once they get financially stable, they're always going to go out here and get either a mixed woman, the spicy Latina, a Ling Ling, or a Becky. Never do it, black woman. We have up next, we have none other than the beautiful Kelly Rowland. Kelly Rowland too, like Wendy Williams, like Sherry Shepherd, like Mary J. Blige. Kelly basically, when she married the help, now he's also her manager. So it's literally only a matter of time before she also repeat the same story that all of these women before her has went through. Tamar Braxton. Tamar Braxton came out and said the only reason why she was continuously out here wearing blonde hair is because she know for a fact that this 600-pound man that she decided to marry and play in her face, she know that this male were obsessed with blonde hair and blue eyes. And when we talk about blonde hair and blue eyes, we know that we're not talking about black woman, right? But okay, if that's not enough, we have last but not least, the beautiful Simone Biles. We already know Simone Biles is literally the most awarded gymnastic in history. This male that she decided, obviously, she also decided that she was going to go and marry the help, right? So basically what happened, this male came out here, he made it very known that he has absolutely zero interest in Simone. He said that Simone was the one that seeked him out on social media. She was continuously messaging him. He wasn't really interested, but then when she was messaging him so much, he decided that he was going to take a look at her profile. This man literally had the audacity to say, after he saw that she had a huge following, he thought to himself, well, this must be someone. And at that moment is when he decided that he was going to message her back. He also felt the need to let us know that she drove almost an entire hour so that she can meet him. This male basically came out here and say that Simone Biles was the one that chased him down. I'm pretty sure she probably paid for their wedding, their entire ring and everything. And I mean, you guys know, I can bring so much more black woman on here, but I basically wanted to bring this here because every time these males come out here and they continuously put these lies out here, I'm happy to see that me in conjunction with other black women, we're always going to come out here and debunk it because there's no way these males should feel this comfortable just coming out here spewing all of this lie that they continue to spew. I feel like we can add Trina to this list. You guys know that Trina decided that she was also going to make her dusty husband her manager. Let's not forget, she married this loser without a prenup. And honestly, guys, what do you think is going to happen with that whole situation? Unfortunately, black woman, at this point, I'm very convinced that y'all are obsessed with the notion of being in these struggle relationship, these struggle marriage, because these women in the celebrity world, for example, Trina, who just got married to this bomb. Simone Biles recently got married to her Dusty. We have Halle Bailey. Thankfully, now she's out, but she's still a baby mama. We have Flo Milli. I mean, we have Kiki Palmer, we have Sky Jackson, the list goes on and on. What are those ladies' excuse for following the same footsteps as Wendy Williams, as Mary J. Blige, as Sherry Shepherd, as Kelly Rowland? What excuse does these younger, beautiful, successful black women have other than the fact that they're obsessed with them being in this struggle love? Like, I will never comprehend that. But nonetheless, guys, this is all that I have to say on this whole situation. But I would love to hear what you guys have to say about the dusty Omar Johnson coming out here saying that you, as a black woman, you need to stop expecting the least hanging fruit of male, aka black male, to be a finished product, and you need to be like these snow bunny, because these snow bunny, they are willing to level these male up. These snow bunny, they see the potential in these male. These snow bunny, they're the one that are always investing in this male, and this is precisely why the snow bunny are, like he said, snatching them up. Hey, snow bunny, comment. Do you guys want more? Please take all of them, because at the end of the day, they're useless. They're not really adding anything to the black community if you really think about it. Nonetheless, guys, this is all that I have to say on this whole predicament. What do you guys think about Dr. Umar and his dusty talking points? What are your thoughts and opinion are? Please get in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.
Black women, it's time to hold ourselves accountable, because we are reaping what we sowed. We have lied and gassed black men up for centuries, letting them think that they are kings with no kingdoms, letting them think that they are the emperor when they are naked. And now we are dealing with the consequences of those actions. Instead of being honest with black men and requiring them to do better for not only themselves, but the community that they helped create, we have allowed them to tear it apart and then put it back together quietly behind their backs, and then still let them get the credit for it.